Well, Natasha, President Donald Trump has had a lot to say about Canada lately, and it seems that's only continuing, this time in that magazine you mentioned, that UK conservative political magazine called The Spectator, and he made some of his harshest comments toward Chrystia Freeland, calling her a whack, quote, and he claimed as well credit for her resignation as finance minister and as deputy prime minister back in December. I'll read you a bit of what he said as quoted by that magazine. He said, quote, Governor Trudeau understood that, again, that Governor Trudeau phrase, that insult toward the Prime Minister. He continued, and he actually fired her because of a meeting he had with me. I said, she is so bad, she's bad for the country. Trump and Freeland, they do have a history. In Trump's first administration, in fact, they dealt with each other quite a bit during those NAFTA renegotiations. Trump has criticized her a lot in recent months, and Freeland actually points at that as a reason to kind of explain or show that she has strong negotiation skills. She wrote on X the following, quote, there's a reason Trump called me a, quote, whack. There's a reason he complained about my negotiating skills. Trump didn't comment on Freeland's rivals in the Liberal leadership race, it's worth noting, but he did comment on Pierre Poilievre, the Conservative leader. He said about Pierre Poilievre that he's, quote, not a MAGA guy, and he continued with this. He said, quote, they all make that mistake. You know, they think they're going to be the tough guy and they're going to knock out Trump, and they end up getting the hell beat out of them. He also said that Poilievre's biggest problem is that he's not a MAGA guy. Poilievre responded on X, appearing to actually agree with Trump's characterization of him. This is what he wrote, quote, Mr. President, it is true, I am not MAGA, Make America Great Again. I am Canada first, always. Canada has always been America's best friend and ally, but we will never be the 51st state. So earlier I actually talked with Professor Laurie Turnbull. She's a political science professor at Dalhousie University. She pointed to Trump's style of communication here. She said it's unusual and not keeping with the political norms that countries normally use.
I don't think that Donald Trump has a strategy when he insults people other than to break them down. But he does it to everyone. But maybe he wants to break everyone down. There's no strategy in terms of who it is he's talking about. He seems to be willing to throw insults at everybody.
So whether we could see more of those insults in the coming days with potential tariffs coming on Tuesday, we'll see.
Thanks, Al.